Okay, hello everybody. I'm going to be telling a story about this time when I got in a sledding accident when I was like 8 years old, and it was really pathetic. But so I got invited to this sledding party in like fucking second grade, and I was like, okay. And so my brother, my dad, and I went, and it was on this hill that like everyone would go to when we were young and didn't feel like idiots / could fit on sleds. And basically what happened was I was on my friend's sled, and this happened. We went on a crap ton of times, but after that he was like, okay. Oh damn it, I never made it that far before. Hold on. And I forgot where I was. Shit. So yeah, and so he was like, okay Jason, let's get on the same sled. I was like, okay. And so I'm on the back, and then he's like sitting on my fucking feet, so I can't move really. And I'm like in snow pants and shit, and they're fucking overalls, so it's even harder to move. And so we start going down, and for some reason, we just start like curving to the right. And I don't know why, but we just started like flying to the right. And on the if you're walking up the hill, it was the left, and that's like the designated area for where people go back up. And there's a line of trees right there. And so we're heading right for this like crowd of people, and we're like, look! Or I screamed, look out! And I honestly wish I hadn't said that and that I just crashed into a few people. But they all parted, and so we go right for a tree. But the funny thing is, this all happened in like slow motion, where I was trying to like jump out, but again, Kendric was sitting on my feet, so I couldn't, and he like tried to throw himself off, but we were somehow like stopping each other from moving, so he was like hanging off the sled, flying back, so his legs were just on it, and his torso was just getting torn across the ground. But yeah, so there was a tree, and I hit into it, and I blacked out, and it just sounded like, and it was terrifying. But I woke up like 30 seconds later, I guess, and I could feel that there were like tears on my face, but I guess that's for an obvious reason. But besides the point, and Gailey, if you're watching this, you remember this. Same with you, Heath, but I doubt you'd watch this. But shit. But yeah, there were like 30 or 40 fucking people crowding around me, and I hate people like when they do that. And so like I wasn't talking, and my dad was like, Jason, can you hear me? And I wasn't talking. I was like and so oh god, that made my but I looked over, and Kendric was like crying in his mommy's arms. No, I can't blame him. I mean, he hit his like really hard. But he's like and that's the only time I've ever seen him like actually cry. But anyway, so I called an ambulance, and once I got in there, I started telling them everything, and I was basically fine. But they still took me to the hospital to see if I had a concussion, which I did. How do I go back? I can't tell how to go back. Oh, and so yeah, I went to the hospital. My dad's friend was actually working there as a nurse, and he was cool. And there was one thing I remembered, which was really weird. There, you know those like little like 6-ounce cans of soda? There was one of those of ginger ale, and I asked my mom whose it was, and she was like, I don't know, but you can't have it. Like, it wasn't theirs, but it was just open and sort of lying on the table. But yeah, minor concussion. And then my dad said, Jason, since you hurt yourself and almost died, you can choose where we go out to eat tonight, because I guess he decided that I should be treated. But we went to Friendly's, which was so fucking good back then. So I'm actually going to just finish this. But that was the story, everyone. Hope you enjoyed. So I'm going to just... I'm very concerned for my mental health after I just